What are some of the things that you do to engage the audience?
Well, you can do some kind of on-the-fly audience polls, some feedback polls. If somebody says something, you might throw it out to the audience and say, by a show of hands, how many of you have had that experience? And of course, if you ask for that kind of feedback, it's a pretty good idea to share with the audience your observations since you're in the front of the room. You might say, it looks like at least half the hands in the room are up. Or you might say, this would be interesting. Let's stir up a little controversy here. How many of you disagree with that? In other words, just by riffing on what the panelists said, the audience now feels, even before Q&A, that they're a part. They're lending their confirmation or affirmation, or they're disagreeing. And then, of course, Q&A, which is important. I never rely on the audience to have its own Q, because without Q, you have no A. So I do believe in salting the mind and having at least a half dozen prepared questions and giving them to people with the instructions that if there are no questions, if there is a lull, to feel free to ask those questions. I also give those questions out with a number so that the people know who's supposed to go first if there's a lull, who's supposed to go second. So it isn't like suddenly, all 6 people with the seated question raise their hands.